So we did a little rune casting with the dice and asked where we thought the kindred was going to be in a year. Got Fehu, Thursaz, Kanaz, and Wunyo. And go ahead, Brian, if you want to go.
Interpretation of that?
Yep, what's your interpretation of that?
Maybe that, starting with Feyu, that wherever we're going, there's going to be some cost to it. You know what I mean? We're going to have to put something forward. We're going to have to put something on the line. It might be money involved to some extent. It might just be different kinds of, mobile wealth, different kinds of material wealth. And then with Thurisaz, strength, you know what I mean? It's gonna, if we keep with the same idea of what we're gonna be cost, what this progress that we want the kindred to have is gonna cost, it's gonna take strength, it's gonna take commitment, it's gonna take, the kind of strength that Thor has. And then Kanaz, it's like a torch, creativity, transformation. Maybe through those things, through the commitment and through the strength of Thor, there will be some kind of enlightenment, there will be some kind of progress, some kind of transformation that the kindred will go through, and all of that comes out to produce joy, success, prosperity in Wunyo. That's what I got.
You want to go or you want me to go?
Mine's going to be real short.
Go ahead.
Okay.
The wealth of Thor guides us to happiness.
All right.
What?
I like that. All right. So what I'm getting out of that, and where I feel like it's telling us where Kindred's going to be in a year, is Fehu is mobile property, or the aurochs or cattle, whatever, our herd. None of us are farmers, none of our ranchers. We're all our own herd. This kindred's our herd. I feel like, of course, I want quantity over quality over quantity. So we get those numbers, and through our perseverance and our strength, whatever may come, that Thursaz could be saying something's coming ahead, and we're gonna have the strength to push through whatever it is, and then that guiding light, that creativity, that brings us together, sharing that and using that to help us move forward into that joy that it's going to be a bigger kindred next year. That's going to be, more gloats, more stuff, people building stuff for each other, and that happiness that we're going to share with one another.
Yep.
Right on.
Anything or just?
No, you just keep eyeballing me.
I just want to know if you want to say anything, or do you want to wait? Okay. All right. You got your Book of Alder?
She's not waiting.
She's no.
You don't wait. You have it. Come on. You got it?
Just kind of feel like with Feyu, kind of takes a village to build a family. Okay. Feyu,
Yeah.
right? Or like livestock anyway. It takes a village to raise a livestock. And with that, with like Thor's strength or whatever, it should help us. And also with Thor's hammer too, it should be like a guiding light, bringing us all happiness.
Yeah. You got it.
Kelly's always been quiet. Even when we order food, she's quiet. The waitress would be like, "What?" I'm like,
Okay, I've gotten better at that because I just get fucking tired of people not hearing me.
Yeah.
I'm like, I just want my food, shut up and give it.
Yay.
"All right."
It's alright. At least you're among friends here.
Yep.
Alright, so 13, page 13?
Yep, our
Gods and
gods.
goddesses. Okay, I'll start us off.
All right.
The folk faith recognizes the multidimensional nature of the All-Father. This multi-dimension is the subtotal of the entire pantheon of the many gods and goddesses our forebears worshipped. The way we worship our gods is very different from the monotheistic Abrahamic religions. To view our gods as our eldest kin, we view our gods as our eldest kinfolk. We love and respect them and seek to strengthen our bonds with them. We do not go begging on bended knee or bow before them when we communicate with them. When we address our gods, we stand erect and proud, with arms outstretched in the shape of the Elhaz rune. The gods recognize pride and courage, not craven slaves. We seek to bond with our gods, and to achieve this, we must know them better and live together with them. Our folk faith is actually a community in which gods and men live together. For too long.
Let's pray, Kelly's brother.
Oh, brought you a bike and shoes.
Thank you.
Not wrong fit.
She just made everything.
No. He's got
Go
nice
ahead.
numbers. All right. We seek to bond with our gods, and to achieve this, we must know them better and live together with them. Our folk faith is actually a community in which gods and men live together. For too long, the bonds that joined us together were sundered, and now we seek to reforge those bonds. As we are descended from the gods, we are with them in body and soul. Our life force is the same as their life force. Through sacrifice, ritual, and celebration, both men and gods draw strength from each other. As the Indo-European Aryans migrated west into Europe, they joined with their brothers and sisters already inhabiting Europe. Over the centuries of gradual settlement, there were sometimes conflicts and wars. This amalgamation is reflected in the many tales of wars among the gods. All old faiths of the Indo-European Aryans speak of the joining of the gods of war and the gods of fertility, but in the Norse religion, those tales are most clearly chronicled in the tale of the war between the Aesir and the Vanir. The former were gods of war and sky, while the latter were fertility gods of the earth. Their differences blend with time, as many of the Aesir acquired the powers of fruitfulness. The Vanir are gods of water and earth, and the Aesir are gods of air and fire. Examples of this are Thor and Sif, who have powers over fertility, while Frey and Freya of the Vanir learned the arts of war. The ancient Indo-European peoples were divided into a triple hierarchy: priests, warriors, and producers. The first were not just priests, but judges and rulers as well. Odin and Tyr are examples of priest-class gods, while Thor is a god of the warrior class. For the producers, there were fertility